From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, October the 7th, 2021. U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Israel and Palestinian Affairs Hedy Lammar was in Israel this week. Lammar arrived in Tel Aviv Monday morning and spent the last 4 days meeting with Israeli and Palestinian officials. The Times of Israel cited the U.S. Embassy in Jerusalem, saying that Lammar visited Jerusalem, Tel Aviv, Bethlehem, and Ramallah, where meetings included with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas. The embassy said during the visit, Lammar advanced our goals for achieving equal measures of security, freedom, opportunity, and dignity for Israelis and Palestinians. Lammar flew back to Washington today. Israel's Foreign Minister Yair Lapid met today at the Knesset in Jerusalem with U.S. Vice Admiral Brad Cooper, commander of the Fifth Fleet. Lapid tweeted today, "Our meeting followed my visit last week to the headquarters in Bahrain. America," he said, "is Israel's closest ally, and we will continue to work together on both the security and diplomatic fronts." A former Nazi guard began his trial today in Germany. The 100-year-old man known as Joseph S. is the oldest person to be tried for Nazi-era crimes in Germany. He stands accused of knowingly and willingly assisting in the murder of 3,518 prisoners at the Sachsenhausen camp in Oranienburg between 1942 and 1945. New York Governor Kathy Hochul announced an additional $25 million in funds on top of $43 million awarded today to 362 nonprofit organizations to help secure their institutions and communities at risk of hate crimes, like the Jewish community. Hochul told a gathering at the Museum of Jewish Heritage in New York City yesterday, "Bigotry and hate have no place in our state, and we will do everything in our power to protect vulnerable people from those who would lash out against them due to their ideology, belief, or mission."
I don't want a single New Yorker to ever have the fear that's in the hearts of too many people from our Jewish community, our Asian community, our African American community, or any other community that feels they've been under siege. This is wrong. We are going to take a very strong stand, not just with these resources to protect, but we're going on offense. I like football a little bit, in case you haven't. We're going to defend, but we're going to go on offense. And we're going to let people know that if they dare raise a hand to any New Yorker, they are picking a fight with 20 million others, starting with their governor.
The World Jewish Congress and the Muslim World League issued a joint statement to the United Nations Human Rights Council in Geneva this week, an interfaith commitment to protecting human rights for all, said to be the first of its kind to a UN body. WJC representative to the UN in Geneva, Leon Saltiel, told the session on Monday, "We believe that all human beings are given the same freedoms and rights by the Creator, are destined to live in liberty, prosperity, and equality, free from conflict, oppression, or harassment." Saltiel said that enabling dialogue among individuals holding different religions or beliefs can help us move toward an international consensus on these important issues, remove barriers, and foster understanding. Our common humanity commands us to do no less. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, October the 7th at 7 o'clock, it's Talmud Study. At 8, a look at Sports and American Jewry. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with the voice of the New York Yankees, John Sterling, on L'chaim. Then it's a look at the documentary Bombshell, the Hedy Lammar Story. Followed by the pilot episode of the JBS original From Date to Mate. And coming up next, it's Good Week Israel. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, October the 7th, 2021. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.